Alright, in this tutorial we're going to look at adding some audio to your project as well as doing a little bit of editing. Now there's a lot of different options here. We're only going to cover enough to do for most of our projects here. First thing I'd like to point out is that we have our show or hide music or sound effects browser button here. Again, you mouse over it and it tells you what it is. And we can do things like sound effects and bring in a lot of different types of audio files, but for now I'm just going to go to my iTunes library and pick a song here, and I'm going to drag and drop it into my project. Now one thing you'll notice, it says 32 seconds long here. The green strip is my video. It's 32 seconds long. That happens to be the length of my whole clip. So what it does is it trims it to your video and fades it out at the end. Now we have some options here. If you play this song, you'll notice that it fades out rather quickly. I'm going to play it for you now. I don't really like how fast that fades out, so I'm going to go to my adjustments on my audio clip here. I'm going to go to the disclosure triangle, click on it, and go to audio adjustments. And I'm going to check the manual fade out box here, and by default it fades it over a half a second. I'm going to let it fade over 2 whole seconds. Then I'm going to select done. So now when we come down here and fade it, much nicer, more gradual fade there. Now there were some other things that we can do with our audio in this program. We can select a clip if we choose, and we can adjust the audio in the video clip if we choose to. It's at 100 now. We can change it down to 10 or 20% so that we can hear the music a little better and less of the crowd noise at the stadium. Maybe I'll go 25% here. And then we'll see what this sounds like. Now that music really overpowers the noise that was on that clip in that particular case. So what we probably could do is crank the clip volume back up. I'll go like 76%. And then maybe we'll actually turn the song down a little bit here. And maybe we'll take that down to like 75, 76%. And we'll see what the combination of those two adjustments is. So we took one up a little bit and one down. The music's still pretty darn loud there, so I could actually go down quite a bit more with that. It just depends on the effect you're going after on a particular video. Go down to about somewhere around 50 here and select done. Now we'll see what that sounds like. So now you can definitely hear more stadium noise there. Now I could remove all of the audio from that, and one way to do that is I could highlight the clip, and then I could go to clip and detach audio. That creates a separate audio clip that was associated with this video. And at this point, with that highlighted, that purple clip highlighted, I could just hit delete, and now that would be a silent clip, and the only thing that would be playing is the music here. So that may be an option for you as well. So we looked at fading a clip out. We looked at adjusting the clip volume versus the music volume. And one other thing we could take a look at here is doing a voiceover. Now we have a voiceover button right here in the middle of our interface. And if I click on that, we've got a voiceover window that pops up here, and you can see the built-in mic is picking up my voice, and it says click a clip to start recording. So I'm going to come way back here and just click, and it does a little countdown, and it'll start recording right at the beginning of that clip. So now everything I say is being recorded, and what I usually do to stop the recording is I'll hit the space bar, and then we'll get an audio clip that shows up underneath our video here. So I'm going to do that right now. Hit the space bar. And there's our voiceover clip. Now that can be adjusted. Again, we can adjust the volume on that. We could actually move that and put it in a different part of our video if we needed to. I I'm just showing you this to let you know it's possible. So that is adjustable if you choose to do that and you don't get it in the exact right place right away. So those are some of our simpler audio adjustments, bringing in audio from the iTunes library. Now if you have MP3s that you bring in on a flash drive or other source, you could import those by going File and Import. I must have to click down here. Let me try this again. File and Import, and we can go Movies, and that should allow us to select some audio clips if we need to, like MP3s. So that's one other option you would have to do as well, besides just bringing things in from your iTunes library. Alright, with that we're going to wrap up this tutorial, and we'll see you on the next one.